What's up, you guys? I am Nia. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, today I really just want to talk to y'all because we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop lusting after what look good, because look at what it's doing to our community. We can't have relationships these days. We can't, especially, I'm talking, my videos is meant for my own community, the Black community. But if other people are watching it, what's that, boo? But you know, we are the most undivided. We have no family. It's like, you know, we're not as family. The families have been broken, and we already know why they have been broken. You know, from past generations. But it's time for us to mend it. But with social media being out and everybody glamorizing these illusions of living this rich luxury, pretty baddie, BBL, drip too hard, Benzes, just lusting after all the material things. The 7 deadly sins, what they say the 7 deadly sins are: lust, greed, sloth, fantasy lust, envy. What's the 7 deadly sins? Let's look them up. Because Mark just did a video about this the other day. But I want to talk to y'all about lust, really. So it really don't matter what all these 7 deadly sins are, because, okay, it's envy, gluttony, greed, lust, pride, sloth, wrath, and pride. What is this? Avarice? What the hell that mean? Greed. Okay, greed. That's what that is. So, the 7 deadly sins: lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, and jealousy, and pride. So pride is vanity and narcissism. This world is run off of narcissism and vanity, because sex sells, beauty sells. Look at everything. The beauty industry is killing it because we care about dressing the flesh up. And that's why we don't have good souls, because we worried about making the flesh appear good for the outside, but your soul is fucked up. And then we wonder why we get in relationships with these good looking partners, but they still don't work out. Because you went after them off of the lust, off of the vanity, off of what looked good and appeared good. Oh, because her body is banging. She got a fat ass. She got nice boobs. She pretty. She got long, pretty hair. She got all this makeup on. And now that I'm learning about this Jezebel Ahab spirit, Jezebel was the one who put all that makeup on, deceiving people, because she's really a devil. And a lot of us are suffering from, women too, suffering from that demonic spirit, these same demonic spirits. Jezebel. I was a Jezebel. And I realized some of the ways I'm still trying to shake that off, because being that we go after what look good. We want the men that look good, want the flashy men. Me, I never really like flashy guys. I just like guys that's on their shit, like. But I had to even learn with that, like, you passing up on some good guys because you got this image in your head of the only kind of guy you want that don't even exist. You want him to look like this, have this, do this. We be fantasizing in our heads. We have this idea of the person that we want. And then when we see that person out here, we see what we think we want as far as the image, and their soul really ain't that. Their soul really ain't on nothing. Their soul is the devil. But because they look good, they body the men, y'all lust, sex be killing y'all. That fornication, y'all watching these flicks and stuff, now y'all get the lusting. So when you see a girl, now you want to do exactly what you saw on that flick. Y'all got to stop watching that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Sex sells. The world is run off of the deadliest sins. Now that I'm in my Bible and I'm learning how he meant for it to be, we literally are letting the devil is really in control. Like, he done got out here, and that's why they pushed all of this stuff. The beauty industry, it's $1 billion industry because they play on girls' lack of self-esteem. The sex industry, you got the human trafficking going on, all that because of sex. Because people can't have discipline. That feeling that you're looking for. Like, lust is getting niggas killed every day. Look at Trouble. Just got killed over lust, fucking with that stripper girl. And it's so funny how he used to do them videos and I just saw his video that he did before he got killed. And when he was talking about how the girl was messing with this one, that one, it's the Jezebels. It's this Jezebel and Ahab spirit that we gotta get out of us. Man and woman, we both embody both traits. I'm one that embodies the Jezebel and Ahab. Well, I used to embody that Jezebel. I don't do that whole shit no more. And I'm not trying to deceive nobody and it's so funny because the guy that's not used to mess with, he said, you bitches catfish. I think it's funny because I don't be caring when people talk shit. I think it'd be funny. Because that's why I come up on talking shit. So I think it's funny. But he said, you bitches be catfish. And that is the Jezebel. And then y'all wonder why these dudes get with us. They don't want to date you. Y'all mad. All they do complain on Twitter is how the guys don't want to date you. The whole world is complaining about the gender war. And y'all don't even see why it's a gender war. Women feel like they're not worthy unless they giving up their body. Men feel like they're not worthy unless they giving up the money. Sex and money. We losing out on good connections over sex and money. Over image. Not over the soul, how that person truly is in the core. You worrying about because that person don't look like what the beauty standard is, the society say. When society is fucked up and you listening to what they got to say about your person, I had to, realize going through everything that I've been through in this past week, having the revelation I've had, and once I read my Bible, and once I had to dissect them 2 stories I told y'all about my baby daddy and about the guy from POF, my situationship, it made me realize how I played a part. We was just like Trouble. Y'all see the rapper Trouble got killed at the girl house, and from her crazy ex came in there or whatever. And then you got girls out here you got people out here blaming the girl, you know. And then you got people out here that's trying to act like she's so innocent. Oh, because so what? I should be able to move on and deal with whoever I want. And that don't mean you come back doing this stuff to my house. And that is true. These men need that pride, that ego. Let her go. Have some respect. That's what I'm saying. These men these days don't respect themselves either. No one is respecting themselves. No one is respecting themselves. Men, the whole reason men even be trying to get money is to get the bad bitches. To get the bitches with the fake bodies. It's not even real. Then you get with them and wonder why they destroy your life. Why they have your baby put you on child support. Jezebels are after men money. Period. Why you think so many girls gonna fuck a rapper just to have his baby knowing he got 10 other babies, but they want that security for the money? Because the money allows them to go get more makeup done, more things done to their body, to wheel in more niggas. It's just crazy how we lust over these niggas with the image. That's why the nice guys beef with the bad guys. That's why they don't like the hood niggas. Look at the ripple effect of everything. Women, we're idolizing niggas' pockets and the drip they got on. And that's why they can't get ahead, because y'all so busy trying to buy all this expensive stuff, keeping up with rappers. Y'all are trying to keep up with people that's in a different tax bracket than y'all. Do that not make sense? Trying to keep up with the Joneses is leaving us behind, leaving our families ripped apart, lusting after the wrong thing. We hurting the nice guys. Now I'm realizing what part I play. That's all I'm saying. We have to self-reflect. Yes, when you break up with a man, you're not supposed to jump right into the next one. When you break up with a girl, you should not be jumping right into the next girl because you have not healed from the last situation. It don't matter if you mentally checked out months ago before you finally left the relationship. You checked out, but you didn't start healing. Because a wound, when you get a cut, it don't start healing until it gets some air. You got to get some air. Once you leave that situation, now you need free space. You need free time, air. You need space. You need time to reflect. That's why I'm not big on just jumping. You know, when I was doing that, look what first of all, doing that almost got me killed. I told y'all in that video, almost got me killed. And it made me, I had to tell that to my baby daddy yesterday. I'm like, nigga, all the times you called me hoes and shit, the one time I actually wasn't being a hoe was with you. I almost got killed because of not fucking that nigga. Because he like, oh, you really fucking with this new nigga that hard? You ain't gonna fuck me no more? Nigga, you just chased me around the, no, that wasn't it. That's what caused it. He came to the house, popped up just like that guy did the trouble. The only reason I let you in is because I don't want that commotion coming to my house, but it just goes to show that men, everybody need to stop feeling entitled. Because if y'all go back and watch that video, that POF video, them two story time videos about he tried to groom my daughter and the one before that, because it all ties into each other. Because I still be feeling like my baby daddy tried to groom my daughter, because those are the signs of grooming. But I also know that I ain't never had no relationship with my daddy. I ain't never seen a daughter and father interact. You know, somebody who truly, it made me realize with him, and that's what he used to say, you so fucked up, you can't even see when a nigga really love you. And it's true, a lot of us can. We get these nice guys that really be trying to love us, and because of what the ex did, because we let him get it, we let the ex do all of this to us, and still was giving him chances, still forgiving him, still trying, still being digmatized. But we get a new guy, and he want to spend time with you now. Now you think he trying to leech you, use you, move up in your shit. Well, nigga, you was trying to move up in my house. That's why I say what I say about him. Because nigga, you offered me money to move in my house. Like, so you can't tell me that you wasn't trying to move in my house. No man's supposed to do that, period. You the man, you need to go get a house for your family to move in. So I'm saying, people don't know their role. Y'all need to get back to the Bible. Men don't know their role these days. Your role is to provide and protect. That is literally what God created you to do. Y'all need to get into y'all Bible. The Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving earth. And that's why none of us have the basic instructions. And that's why we all lost. We all dealing with these demons, all this shit. Because you don't know your Bible. You don't know your role. We got these Jezebel and Ahab spirits in us. And a lot of times we didn't ask for these spirits to get on heads. A lot of us was molested and that spirit was placed on us. Once the devil stole your innocence. Like I said in my latest video, the devil stole your innocence. He abused you. We suffering from that sexual abuse. And that puts that spirit on you. But it's your job now to seek how to get that spirit off you, that lusting spirit, that envious spirit. And I realized I had that lust spirit too, even as a woman. I look at men and I'm thinking about how they dick probably looking like literally, and this is what men thinking too. They see you, they see that body, they looking like, how can I get in between them cheeks? Like, she got some nice titties, I probably can titty fuck her. You know, all these fetishes. Even my baby father, realizing what I did with this second one, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Everything happened for a reason. It's crazy what it took for me to realize, like, damn, maybe I was the one wrong and he was wrong too. Because you pretended to be something you want because you know to get me, you had to have money. Not a lot, but you know what I'm saying? You had to do something for me because that's what the Jezebel spirit requires. It's transactions. Oh, what you want to do for me? You want this pussy? What you doing for me? And that's still how I feel anyway, because I feel like, period, we all here to serve a purpose. Nobody's in your life just to be your buddy. You're supposed to serve their mind, body, soul, or finances. So, but at the same time, I realized like I would have never fucked with him. I would have never fucked with him if he wasn't on the phone flexing, talking about all his money that was at the hotel. I was like, oh, let me go see what he talking about he had this nice ass hotel. Let me go up here. Even with my first baby daddy, and just realizing like, oh man, like, that's what I'm saying, parents, and sometimes it's a bloodline full of Jezebels. I'm learning that I come from a bloodline of Jezebels. But guess what? I'm breaking the curse. Because I'm not raising no Jezebels. I'm not teaching my daughters to go after men money. Have a baby with a man with money. Go after the guys that just look good. That appear like they got money. It ain't always about what look good. And that's what be getting us into these situations, making us single mothers, making us get killed, abused, because we be chasing all the wrong things, men and women. We're all chasing the wrong things. The world is built on the sins. Like, it's crazy how you really got to work hard at this shit. That's why I say, like, God will take you as you are. You got to repent. Really put in the work, be willing to give up a lot of shit. You got to be willing to sacrifice. It's just crazy now that I think about it. Like, seeing what happened with Trouble, bruh, that could have been me. And that's what I was telling my baby daddy. You think, because when I started, like, if y'all go back and watch the video, y'all see that they kind of overlap. They really didn't overlap because I thought Desmond was done with. I slashed her tires and moved on with my life. I got me a new dude. And then Desmond want to come back around after I got a new dude all of a sudden. And he get to popping up at the house. It could have been that same situation. That's why when all of that was going on, I was like, I told my baby daddy, like, look, you can't be coming over my house right now because this nigga, and I know him. You don't know him. I know him, and I just didn't want to ever feel, but just like that girl, I didn't want to be in that girl position where they blaming you for reason why he got killed at your house because you're crazy ex and you knew you got a crazy ex. That's how I took it. I'm like, I know this nigga crazy. We have history of him popping up here, beating my door down, calling the leasing office, getting involved and shit. You know what I'm saying? So because of the history, I was like, I don't want you in it because I know this nigga got a gun and he might try to kill you. So, I just didn't want to put him in that situation. But he thinking, oh, whole ass, you fucking with that nigga, like, the whole time. And after, like, he really thought that I had sex with the nigga again. And I never did. Like, but you don't realize I was a manipulator too. So I'm like, all right, let me try to convince him, like, let me try to mind fuck him so that he can go about his business so he won't be causing no commotion. But as I told y'all, my daughter was there that day. That's the only reason why I feel like he ain't turn up. He kicked my room door because of the head. I told y'all the situation. That's why I just told my baby father yesterday. I'm like, this whole time I almost got killed protecting you. We got in when that nigga popped up that day, because he probably popped up that day thinking he was thinking, okay, you just slashed my tires and I had been trying to, ask him for forgiveness and stuff, but he wasn't fucking with me. So I was like, all right, fuck you. I'm not gonna keep chasing you. Like, fuck you. But then I guess he was finally ready to give me some rap and see where I was coming from. But at that point, I already had a new nigga. But that was only 3 weeks later. That was too soon to be moving on. Y'all could say it's no time for him to move on. Yes, it is, because you still got all that baggage from the last relationship. You're taking it into a new one and then wondering why that one only lasted for a certain amount of time. Because you ain't healed and self-reflected to see where you fucked up in the last relationship too. Because it wasn't just the other person. But nobody wants to have accountability and self-reflect and see where you fucked up at. Because I'm now realizing, like, damn. My intentions with all my dudes was never pure. The intentions was never pure. After dealing with them and spending time, it's like, okay, you get the feeling. But the intention off the rip I didn't see you for longevity. You know what I'm saying? That Jezebel in me. I'm like, nigga, you just for the moment. For the moment what it was, but it's done now. And it's just crazy how we do that. I could have been in that same situation, got him killed. Because it all started because he left his hat in my house. And that nigga saw that hat in my house. And he like, bitch, you got this. And he threw the hat in the toilet. And I'm like, why you do that? Like, trying to make him mad and shit. But at the end of the day, I knew I didn't. I was like over Desmond because it was just too toxic. So I knew I didn't even want you no more. I'm with this new nigga who bring me peace. He different than you already. Like, we only been seriously talking for a week or two. Me and my baby daddy, we was only talking for like a week or two. And I'm like, he much better than you. And the first 2 weeks with me and you, we was arguing and everything. But this one, he don't argue. He catered to me. We do this. He really affectionate, loving. Like, he was different than you. And that made Desmond mad. It made you jealous. Like, damn, he was calling you thought ass bitch. You don't even know that nigga. You bringing him in here. You bringing him around here. This, that, and that. It's so funny that the same thing my baby daddy told me. Like, it was the same thing he was telling me about being that thought ass girl. You bringing these niggas around your daughter. Like, first of all, y'all the only two that have met my daughter since me leaving her dad. So, but even Ray, they were right. And I had to realize, like, that's why I said it took for them two situations for me to learn that, damn girl, you fucked up in all them relationships. Even my first baby daddy. The way he was talking, like, it made me realize, like, damn, you played a part in everything too. It wasn't just the other person. And that's what we need to realize. Stop playing the blame game. See where you fucked up too. But it's made me realize, like stuff can get deadly. Lust can get deadly. Look around. The emotions that lust create. Emotions, period. A lot of people get, your emotions is what make you react like you do. You know, we just got to stop glamorizing everything that look good, because everything that glitters ain't gold. Half the time, that shit ain't. That shit gold plated. Literally, a dressed up trash bucket. Like I always say, your soul in the inside, you feel like shit. But you dress the flesh up in these cute, fly, fancy clothes, lashes, makeup, long weave, Chanel, all this stuff. We dress the flesh up to make it look good. But your soul is trash. You're suffering from all these demons, stuff that you regret doing, stuff that you think it's a secret, but God saw it, so you need to repent and give your life to him, because he already saw it, and he ain't gonna stop fucking with you, and he ain't gonna stop allowing the devil to get to you until you get your life back to him. That's what I had to learn. But that same exact situation is what almost got me killed. Protecting your loser ass. Because really, I could have said, why don't you just come over here and fight? Like, you wanted to come over here and check this nigga. I should have just let you do that. But I was like, nah, I'm just not that girl. I never get my brother involved into none of my beefs with my baby daddies or none of my niggas. Any man that I care about, I don't want him. I don't want you to get killed because of me. And then I'm going to really feel bad. So I'm not going to put you in that situation. I'm going to handle it. And it be that. And that's what I had to tell my baby daddy. Like, you was thinking it was this and that. Like, nah, I didn't let you come over because I knew this nigga be watching my house. Just like all of a sudden you started on the same thing. Me trying to leave you. You did the same. It's like I had the same person all over again. That's what happens when you just jump man to man. You get the same person in the next body. Until they give you a different experience. But then they come camouflaging. And then you pouring out everything that the last one did to you. So now the new one, they like, okay, so I can do this, that, and that. I just can't do this. And I just can't do that. That's what my second baby daddy did. You wanted to play. You say, okay, that nigga stole from her. This nigga hit her. So as long as I don't do those two things, I'm good. No, you're not. Like, because he used to say that this one did that to you and this one did that, but I can't get away with nothing. No, you can't, because I'm not letting nobody get away with nothing now. Like, yeah, and that's what be happening. That's what happens when you jump back to back without truly healing. I didn't have time to even process all that had went on with him. And I'm bringing that hurt and pain into the next one. So now everything that he used to do, and then I see you doing some similar, or it's like red flags, and it's making me be like, it's pushing me away from you. Because he did that, or he did something similar to that, and now I'm thinking that you're gonna do the same exact thing. That's what made me come to Texas. Yes, and when I see how, reading the story about Jezebel, Ahab, and Rehu, and how Rehu chased Jezebel out the town and defeated her, that's what defeated that Jezebel spirit in me. It's so crazy. He killed that spirit in me. Me going through them situations. And it's so interesting how we really are walking what's going on in the Bible. Everything that's going on was already written. But if we don't get it together, do y'all not see how he did make a promise to Noah that he would never do that again. But we had a tsunami in 2004 and wiped out the area. If we don't get it together, he's coming back to flood this land like he did before. This is God's land. He can make the sea. He spoke everything. If he want right now, he can cause a fucking major flood like he did before and wipe out 230,000 people. He sprinkled COVID on us. He allowed that COVID to come. Let me see if this will change the people. That shit still ain't changing people. People still on the same shit. So when he come back and do some massive crazy shit and flood us out, I'm gonna build my ark. I'm about to build me the highest skyscraper in the world. Because I'm not flooding. And that's why I had to repent. You gotta repent before he come back. Because this world we repeating everything that happened in the Bible. And what he do? He finished their ass. You think he won't do it again? Because we repeating? And I'm reading, he had regretted. God regretted even making flesh. He had regretted that he even allowed us to become flesh. He had started resenting the fact that he created man. Because look what man is destroying his world. He didn't create his world to be like it is. And everybody wants to talk about if God was real, why is there so much evil? Because you don't listen. Y'all don't listen. We don't listen. That girl did exactly what he told her not to do. Getting manipulated by the devil. And what a lot of us get manipulated. We manipulated by the government. We manipulated by every damn thing. Because you don't know God. I was manipulated too by the same very thing. Because I didn't know God. It's easy to get into anybody's head. That's why you gotta be, that's why the power of the mind is not a joke. Because if your mind is not strong, anybody will be able to get into your mind. And once your mind is gone, you're gone. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. It's just crazy. And that's why lust and all the sins is ruling the world. Social media is built off lust. You slide in people's DMs because they look good. Social media is built off of all the sins. Lust, envy. Because everybody on here acting. I had to clear up some storage. But for real, man. This shit crazy. We gotta do better, y'all. Like, God is not playing with us. He's not playing. He ain't playing. You gotta get right. Stop glamorizing everything. Y'all be idolizing these celebrities. Look at everybody talking about Lori and Michael. Who gives a fuck about them for real? Y'all don't know that girl. She's a Jezebel. Look at what her mama did. She's a trained Jezebel. Lori Harvey is a Jezebel. And all Jezebels, if you look up the sign, look on YouTube, watch other YouTube videos talking about the Jezebels. Understand the real Jezebel spirit, the signs of the Jezebel spirit. And all Jezebels come disguised. Jezebel is a devilish spirit, it's a demonic spirit. That's why when I be like, both my baby daddies call me evil. All the three ones that I really took mainly serious, all call me evil. But that's because I had that, I can get evil. That's why I say that Jezebel, that stuff's still coming up out of me. The whoreness is gone. I don't believe in just fucking you and giving my body to you before marriage. Like, I'm done with that. I'm not even having sex again. I'm never having sex again until I'm married. Mark my words. Because I'm done with that shit. I done fucked enough. I don't care what we doing for real. Like, I'm on some different shit now. No longer giving my body to a man who won't even commit to me. And now I understand why the men feel like, I wonder why we got these gender wars. Why they won't want to take you out on a date? Because they know you done fucked all these niggas. They scared to be, because of image, pride, another deadly sin. They like, I ain't taking that bitch out in the streets and my homeboy's gonna be clowning me for fucking a hoe. And she fucked all y'all, and now I'm taking her on a date being a simp. Y'all know what they say about the simps and shit. Oh, I'm being a simp. Like, we gotta realize we both play a part in this gender war. Women don't respect their bodies. All we do is sell sex, sell ass. Like, they don't even have to pay. They don't even have to wonder what our bodies look like no more, because they already seeing it before they even ever get the fuck. And then you wonder why they discarding you and treating you like trash once they get it. And why even the prettiest girls still are single. Still never been married. Like, it's that Jezebel spirit. And like I said, a lot of us have, unfortunately, was forced to have that spirit put on us. Because when you get molested, boys and girls, it puts a spirit on you. It takes your innocence. So the devil is a spirit too, a demonic spirit. And he takes your innocence. But you gotta claim it back. Repent to God. Confess to God. Express your pain and hurt to God. Out loud. Or write it. That's the only way he's gonna know. And he gonna ask, and if you want help, you want to be delivered, you want anything, ask and you shall receive. I had to ask him, why do I be cutting people off? Because I said, I always cut people off. Like, I don't give a fuck. I will cut you off. Shit. Look, my mama just got called. I remember that last video. I said, even my mama will get cut off. And look, she cut off right now. I'm not playing with nobody. Because when you learn to love yourself, that's why they think self-love means, that you don't want love from no one else. No, self-love is about having boundaries. It's about healing from what you've been through. So that you can even learn how to place boundaries without feeling like, they're not gonna like me, or they're gonna, like, it's about putting yourself first and stop putting other people's feelings first. You can have kindness and have compromise to a degree without putting yourself last. That's what I used to put myself last. And I think that's why I remember when I got with my second baby daddy, I was in my selfish season. I'm like, I ain't taking nothing. I ain't taking nothing. Because I got tired of being abused, taken advantage of. I've been abused my whole life. And I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? This shit go deep though, y'all, man. This shit go deep. I don't want this video to be too long, but we're gonna be talking about it. Like, we really gotta get right. We need to get back to that Bible. And that's why, as I keep reading, I'm gonna keep talking to y'all, because we gotta do better. We want to bring the Black family back together. The only way to do that is to first go within. Each person must go within and see where you're hurting from. What place are you still operating from within? Because all this body shit don't matter. Look how you can be fat this year and skinny next year. Look how you can be skinny this year and fat next year. Look how you can think you so pretty with no imperfections right now. And you never know God can send you what will happen. And God will mess your face up in now that vanity that you used to care about, that you used to glamorize, you don't have that no more. Now you'll be feeling weak in the inside because, my face don't look good, but your spirit's still the same. And if you had a good spirit with the cute face, you should still have a good spirit with the ugly face, because it's your spirit that really matters. We be wondering why these men don't last, because they don't like your spirit. You wonder why the girls don't want you, it's because they don't like your spirit. That's what keeps a man. That's what keeps a woman. The core, who you are at the core. Because that flashy shit, that drip, when you get home, and that's what I realized, like, you ever been with a nigga who be dressing up so good, and then when they take their clothes off, just like some girls, and we take their clothes off, they take their clothes off, they be like, ew, your body is, like, you look better with the drip on. Like, You look better with the drip on. So, you know, that's why it's just all like a costume. These are our costumes. And now that I'm reading the Bible, I gotta really get more into it, but I think we all supposed to be walking around naked. That's what made him realize that they ate from the tree, that Adam and Eve ate from the tree, because why are you guys wearing clothes? I made you guys to be naked. You're supposed to be walking around the garden of Eden naked. Do y'all not see that we're living in the garden? The whole world, this shit is the garden. They just built houses within the garden. If you rip down every single house, it's gonna be nothing but dirt and water. If you destroy, if a earthquake come through and destroy everything, what's gonna be left? The land and the water, which was here first, before God created man. So it's like you really gotta understand, like, and that's like I'm saying, that's how he knew that they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Because they had on they sold together themselves through the figs or trees or whatever. They sold together aprons because the devil told them that they were naked. And that's how God knew that you ate from that tree. Because how did you even know you were naked? You couldn't see. You didn't know you were naked. You can't see yourself. I guess they couldn't see themselves. I don't know how. So I'm trying to understand. I'm like, were they blind? How could they not see that they were fucking naked? But I guess that's why I say what's normal to one is not normal to the other, because to them, when they initially saw themselves, they say it's only us two out here. We're both the only two here, and we don't have no clothes on, so this must be what it's supposed to be. Until the devil said, nah, you shouldn't be naked. Look at yourself. Like, so it's just so interesting that God made for us to be pure. He didn't mean for us to even have all these fashionable clothes and all of that. But I don't know, deep down inside, I know I feel like he knew they was gonna end up eating from that damn tree. Like, it's the curiosity, because with everything that glitters is gold. She saw that pretty bright fruit, and maybe that tree had some fruit that the other one didn't have. Who knows? I'm gonna get deeper into this shit, but yeah, y'all, that's it for this video. We're gonna talk about this some more. Because it's real, and we gotta change, the men and the women. If y'all wanna get the black families back together, you have to go within and heal. You have to release them Jezebel and Ahab spirits. And like I said, I had that Jezebel too. Looking at men, sizing them up just from seeing them, think about how good they might fuck. I used to literally do that, be looking at them like that. He might, oh, he's strong. Oh, he chocolate. Like, I'd be glad. I love chocolate men. I love chocolate women too. I just love dark skin and chocolate men. I'd be like, I wonder what his dick like. I used to be like that. Like, literally, that whole shit. Not caring about what his soul is like. You worrying about what that dick hitting. How is it gonna make me feel? And then when they don't feel like what I wanted, you get discarded. And that's what God has been teaching me in this season, to stop always judging a book by its cover. Read the book. Read the book. Learn the book. Understand, comprehend it. Learn the person. Like I told my baby daddy, you judge me. I see why you judge me, because I presented to you on some whole shit. Fucking you on the second night in the hotel like that. Oh, what we was doing, you know what I'm saying? You like, damn, if you did this with me this soon, you doing this with, he think, yo, bitch, you doing this with everybody. Why am I special? But the Ahab in him, the Jezebel in me, I got his ass hooked. Power that pussy, like I said, get him hooked. And they ready to kill you and stalk you when you want to leave them, because they're hooked. And they become possessive. So I have to teach my baby daddy, you don't own me. You don't own your daughter either. None of us own each other. We don't even own ourselves. We're renting these bodies. These bodies cost a bag to live in. It's better being in the spiritual realm than your spirit coming into a body, because now it costs. So we just gotta realize it's deeper than the surface. This the surface, the face, the top of the inside. This is the surface. It's about what's inside, that heart. This heart. And this is what God judges. And that's why through it all, even with my Jezebel spirit, I never tried to get motherfuckers set up. There's so many times I could have got a nigga set up, so many times, like, and that's why they be loving me, because that girl, I can trust her. They can trust me. That's how I know I wasn't, yeah, I was raised by a Jezebel, but that's why I was always different. I was always the one stood off to myself within my family. I'm not like them in a way. I always was to myself, because my Jezebel spirit was placed onto me because my innocence was stolen. But before my innocence was stolen, I was a pure, sweet girl. So, yeah, y'all, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.